Welcome to the Perth Hockey Stadium. It is round 4 of the All Flags Women's Premier League, and today that will see Victoria Park taking on North Coast Raiders. Victoria Park sitting 4th on the ladder, but it's very, very close at the top. They're sharing 6 points with 3 other teams, Wasps and UWA. And North Coast Raiders just sitting in 7th position at the moment, so they're not too far behind. They have 4 points. So this is a crucial game for North Coast Raiders if they want to stay in touch with the leaders. For Vic Park, it's a crucial game for them to also stay in that top 3 bracket. Well, we'll turn our attention to the team lineups, and for Victoria Park, they've got plenty of experience amongst their side in Hockeyroos. Jane Claxton, Carrie Somerville, Georgia Wilson, and Laura Barden also there. But players, I think, apart from those to look out for, Renee Rockcliffe is an exciting player, one of the core players in the club around which the team is built. And also Rachel Fruscia, such a crucial player at the back for them. And Amberly Abbott up front is another one to look out for, trying to get amongst the goals. Turning our attention to North Coast Raiders, and we've got one late change to that. Maddie Daly comes in wearing number 3, replacing Megan Outram. But the players to look out for, again, they have Hockeyroos experience. Ash Wells in goal for them could be crucial. Jackie Day, a former Hockeyroos player. Jordan Holtzberger also. But Grace Stewart, who seems to be really hitting her straps at the right time with the Olympics round the corner. She looked really good in the Osdrill Challenge. She's also amongst the top goal scorers in the competition at the moment. So look out for her. Another player looking really good at the moment is Annie Gibbs wearing 18. And Brooke Hurst had a really good Rick Charlesworth Classic. So plenty to play for today. Victoria Park coached by Phil Hulbert, who is the most capped player for the Vic Park men's team. And North Coast Raiders coached by Colin Brandis. Colin Brandis, who won 3 Australian Hockey League titles with what was then known as the Waste Diamonds. Of course, it's now the Thundersticks, and the competition has been rebranded as Hockey One. So plenty to play for in this game. I'm Ashley Morrison, looking forward to sharing all of the action with you. Our umpires for this match are Mel Trivich and and Ollie Darcy Evans. Just waiting for the players to line up down below us, and then they can make their way onto the pitch. While I acknowledge our sponsors, Healthway, a proud sponsor of Hockey WA. Be your best on and off the field. Choose healthy options for fuel to go and play. And All Flags and Banners are the naming rights partner for the All Flags Men's and Women's Premier League. They're a family-owned business with over 30 years of innovative signage solutions. For more information, you can visit their website, allflags.com.au. And if you want to keep in touch with all the action in the All Flags Premier League, both men and women, you can head to Hockey WA's website, hockeywa.org.au. The players are just getting ready down below us, and this should be a cracker of a game, to be honest. It's going to be an interesting one for North Coast Raiders, as they haven't won this fixture since June 2018. So it's been Vic Park who've been really dominant, but this year you just feel North Coast have got a little bit more depth to their team lineup. They've done well recruiting. Jade van der Zwan is one of the players that they've managed to lure across, and she will play a big part. She's, of course, one of the Thundersticks players in Hockey One in 2019, and is also in the provisional squad for the Thundersticks in 2021. Jackie Day just joining to lead her team out past the sponsors' messages, and in fact jumping over them. So both teams now just posing for photographs in front of the signage, and once the smiles have gone and the photographers are happy, we can get proceedings underway. Umpires both looking fairly serious, I have to say. Well, this should be an intriguing match. There is no doubt about it. There's plenty of international caps on the line. If we look at Victoria Park, 266 international caps amongst their team, and 221 amongst the North Coast Raiders team. So there is plenty of international experience. And so you feel that should see some quality on the park. Should just mention Tess Rowling, the goalkeeper for Vic Park. Alicia Power not available today. And Tess Rowling is one of the under-18 squad for Western Australia. So baptism of fire for her as Vic Park get us underway. She has actually already played this season, but it will be a great experience for a young up-and-coming player to play in a game such as this today. Just taken over the side that time by Hasselham. And Raiders get their first touch. Good ball down the line this time to pick out Grace Stewart. Stewart trying to get around the back. Gets a free hit just outside the circle. Grace Stewart, it's hard to believe she's still only 24 years of age. She burst onto the international scene as a teenager and was scoring goals at ease as ball broke for her there. It's going to be a long corner for Raiders. And Australia and the Hockeyroos really need some goal scorers in form going into the Olympics, because goals have been hard to come by for the Hockeyroos in the last few years. That looked like a backstick, to be honest, but got away with it is Laura Barden. Breaking forward now is Taya Medlin. Medlin is the second highest goal scorer at the moment for Vic Park with 2, along with Harriet Collins also on 2. So in fact she's leading goal scorer really, isn't she? Comes wide to Carrie Somerville. Somerville will be looking forward to the Trans-Tasman Series in Palmerston North at the end of this month as the Hockeyroos play their first international matches. Just made a debut for the Hockeyroos when COVID pandemic broke, and so never got a chance to build on her 2 caps against Argentina here in Perth. Van der Swan. Somerville now. Somerville using her reach well. And just breaking away that time. And a chance to come forward for Holzberger. Good pass forward indeed to Robin Walsh. Walsh lays it back. Shania Tonkin now looking to dribble her way in. Good tackle coming in from Somerville. Will be a long corner. Anna Roberts over the ball. Good turn again this time from Annie Gibbs. Gibbs gets a free hit just outside the circle. Holzberger decides to go back. Roberts plays it to the edge of the circle, but Rachel Frusher was there to clean up. Now it's Wilson driving through the midfield. Rockcliffe helps it down the line. It's a good pass, picking out Medlin again. Medlin just switching directions, was looking for a foot, I think, on the edge of the corner, edge of the area, and eventually picking up a penalty corner. So first penalty corner of the match for Victoria Park. And goals have been difficult for them. They've played 3 games, scored 5, conceded 4. So they'd really want to convert this one. And they've not scored from a penalty corner as yet. So making a way down to the baseline. Emma Reid. Somerville at the first battery. Rachel Frusher at the second. Goes to Carrie Somerville. She flicks it low. Good save by Wells. And there was another foot in there, but it was an attacking foot, so it will be a 16 for North Coast Raiders. I'm sure all the Hockeyroos goalkeepers will be looking to really show what they're made of in these games, because they're all competing for the one place at the Olympic Games, and Ash Wells was the unfortunate reserve in London. Somerville deflected down the line. It was not a bad deflection that time coming from Hasselham. Hasselham's won it back off Van der Swan. Van der Swan got it back again, though, for Raiders, and the free hit's gone against her. She thought it was actually her free hit. Comes back to Somerville again. Wilson and Somerville combining. Short pass down the line to Barden. Barden just stopped for a second, and then the free hit goes the way of Raiders. Push forward, Tonkin trying to just knock it past Alicia Robinson. Went over the side, so it'll be Raiders' ball from the side. Roberts coming forward to take this one. Roberts is another member of the Thundersticks provisional squad for 2020. She played for one of my favourite teams in the indoor league down in Bustleton, a team named Squashed Frogs. Good ball forward that time to Collins. Stolen away. And the chance to come forward now for Annie Gibbs. Taken back by Wilson. A well-timed tackle, just pickpocketing Gibbs there. Frusher. Deflection will be a good one for Wilson. First time touch is also a good one. Ball breaks forward now and a chance for Maddie Fenwick. To the penalty spot. Chance for a shot. Wells comes off her line. Good defence. I think it was Jackie Day in there. Sharp save again. It's still there for Victoria Park, and eventually Raiders clear it. It goes off the corner flag. So it's going to be a ball from the corner. In fact, it's a long corner. Robinson over the ball. Down the line she goes to Barden. Barden getting just around the back that time of Gibbs. Across the face of goal. Wells was off her line. Stolen again. That was good by Barden, and a penalty corner won by her. So second penalty corner of this first quarter for Victoria Park. As we're approaching the halfway point of the first quarter. So nobody's gone to the baseline. Suddenly, just remembering that it might be her job was Ellie Nalder. And she runs down there. So again, it's Somerville at the first battery. Frusher at the second. Goes to Carrie Somerville. And it's a good save again by Wells. Ricochet's a good one as it comes to Grace Stewart. Good recovery, though, from Jane Claxton coming back, stealing the ball back for Victoria Park. Now it breaks for Collins. Collins trying to get in around the back of the circle, but it came off her foot that time. Claxton leaves the ball behind. Frusher to Somerville, a little heavy touch from her, but it ricochets kindly for Wilson. Tonkin prevents the pass back to Somerville. So down the line they go. Now it's Collins again into the circle. And a foot just outside the circle. Interception is a good one. I think Holzberger weaving away down the flank. Holzberger still with the ball. In fact, it was actually Annie Gibbs, my apologies. Somerville. Somerville turning on the afterburners there, accelerating forward. Deflection down the line by Haslerham. Another free hit to Victoria Park. A lot of fouls being conceded at the moment. So that's a little bit stop-start. The fluidity not quite there. Given away rather easily. That ricocheted up off the stick of Wilson. Claxton now, a little bit of space to accelerate into, plays the ball out wide. And unfortunately, Amberley Abbott just couldn't get it under control. Played up through the middle. That was a very good, solid pass. And Brookhurst was carrying it forward. A free hit there going against her. Brookhurst just 18 years of age. Played for the Highlanders in the Rick Charlesworth Classic. As I say, I thought she looked really solid in that tournament, even though they finished in last place. Frusher goes back into the defensive line again to Somerville in the central position. Raiders shifting well across the pitch, and now they will pay dividends as they steal possession, but Wilson, good anticipation by her to intercept that pass. And just coming off the stick of Frusher. Zoe Clifford from the side for Raiders. Mishit that one, but it's going to pay dividends because it fooled Wilson. And it's going to break for Tyler Hurst. Tyler Hurst trying to get the better of Frusher, but Frusher gets the free hit. About to end of the final 5 minutes of this first quarter. No goals as yet. Thrown to the air, brought down by Barden. And the two defenders just coming into that 5 metre zone before Barden had it under control. Barden again. Important touch coming from Jackie Day. Day now. Helping it down the line. Van der Swan couldn't just get that one on the end of her stick. So possession goes back to Vic Park, and it'll be Jamie Thomas to play in from the side. Thomas, who played for Marist Hockey Club in Bunbury in the Country Week in 2020 and was voted the most valuable player. So her confidence should be sky high coming into this 2021 season, All Flags Premier League women's season. 16 and the ball just running away. So played across the face of goal, risky, but they've got away with it. Holzberger losing out. Was that a foot inside the circle? No, it was Alyssa Trivich. Explaining the decision. And it's a mistrap on the side. It gives possession away, and immediately Renee Rockcliffe goes on the attack. Barden plays it down the line, drilled across the top of the circle, shot towards goal, but Wells covers her near post. And it goes harmlessly wide. Certainly Vic Park, who are the reigning premiers, just moving the ball well. And that one just played out over the side on halfway. Possession given back to Victoria Park. Frusher down the line again, and the bench really like that. Emma Reid, good pass from her to Barden. Was that a penalty corner? It was. It was off the foot, I think, of Roberts. So a third penalty corner for Victoria Park in just this first quarter. And the big question is, can they get a goal? Give themselves that little bit of a cushion. 1-2 of the 3 games so far this season, so they'd like to get back to winning ways. Emma Reid makes her way to the baseline. Frusher is there. Alicia Robinson to her left. Frusher drills it and logging Ash Wells, but it just kicked off her pad, I think, and went into the goal. So it is the opening goal for Victoria Park, and it comes from their captain, Rachel Frusher. And their first penalty corner conversion of the season. So that will be a relief, I'm sure. So Raiders, 3 minutes left in this quarter. But they've lost possession again. And there's an important tackle coming in that time from Holzberger. So Raiders, we've just seen, just losing a little bit of their structure moving forwards. Whereas Victoria Park, as the game has gone on, have just managed to get those passes happening. Jamie Thomas brings it down. Infield to Wilson. Back to Thomas. Thomas now looking to smash that one forward. Collected well by Maddie Fenwick. Fenwick gives herself a little bit of space, goes on a nice arc, now looks to feed it back to Wilson, but it was intercepted well by Holtzberger. Now it's Shania Tonkin. Tonkin driving towards the 23-metre line. Wilson staying with her. And that is a pass that is going to result in a long corner. Brooke Hurst comes forward. Can Raiders get a penalty corner? Deflection was just a little touch. Shania Tonkin wanting to play on. Still a minute and a half left in the first quarter. That's a well-timed tackle and carried out of defence well. But it'll be Hurst from the side now. Still a fair amount of time in hockey terms. Just over a minute. The deflection's a good one by Van der Swan. And defence coming across, conceding the corner. Hurst gets the ball from the ball children and gets it on quickly. Clifford plays it square. Into the circle it goes. It's missed everybody. Van der Swan was there, but was behind it. It's another long corner. In fact, no, it's not. It's out right by the corner flag. So Annie Gibbs trying to get on. There's a green card being issued against Wilson. Shake of the head as she goes, advancing in that 5 metres with what it was for. Gibbs has gone into the circle, did really well, but then 4 Vic Park players combined to get the ball clear. Lovely skills being shown that time. That was good work by Maddie Fenwick. Played wide again. Shania Tonkin just left the ball behind as she was heading into the circle. Gets the free hit, goes the 5 metres this time. Just pulled the ball back too far and showed too much of it. And that will be the end of the first quarter. So North Coast Raiders coming back in the last minutes of that quarter, as they are going to have to do in this match, because the score at the end of the first quarter on the All Flags Premier League scoreboard is Victoria Park 1, North Coast Raiders 0. Welcome back to the Perth Hockey Stadium. The end of the first quarter just coming to, well, the first quarter break coming to an end. Colin Brandis giving his team instructions. Hockey fans might have noticed Shane Tonkin in amongst that as well, who was recently inducted into the Baseball WA Hall of Fame. So congratulations to him. So Raiders at the moment trailing by 1-0. It will be Victoria Park, though, to get the second quarter underway. Emma Reid pushes back to Rachel Fruscher. Of course, the Vic Park team were the minor premiers in 2020, and they also won the grand final. And they would like to continue in that vein in 2021. A great build-up into the D it goes. Good save, Ash Wells, that time to deny Rockcliffe. And that was a really good start. Reid again gets to the edge of the circle, trying to play it in. Eventually Raiders defence managed to just get the ball away. It's back with Carrie Somerville. Gibbs, and Gibbs gets the free hit. Oh, given away now. Emma Reed just bursting straight through the middle. Goes onto a reverse stick. Shoots. Wells saves. Ricochets long and high out of the circle. Comes to Rachel Frusher now. Plays the short pass forward. Frusher again. Into the circle. It's going to break kindly. It just bobbled up in the air. And was that a push? Well, Renee Rockcliffe went to the turf. And certainly some of the Victoria Park fans over to our right-hand side, they were adamant that was a penalty stroke. I have to say, I thought there was a little bit of a nudge. Oh dear, and that one ricocheting up into the throat. But playing on with things straight away, Dempsey Campbell. Frusher again has come forward. Reed trying to weave her way into the circle, but nothing doing from the Raiders' defence. Will be Raiders' ball from the side. Clifford, I think it was, gets on with things quickly. Or in fact, it looks like it might be Brookhurst. Shania Tonkin, my apologies. It's the third time I get it right. So Roberts now plays it wide onto the right-hand side. Into the circle it goes and into the goal, but no one getting a touch. Jackie Day hoping to get one of her players on the end of that one. Jamie Thomas to Somerville. Somerville put under pressure by Tonkin. Tonkin stolen it this time. Tonkin got past Thomas, or lays it back, and the pass was just a little bit too strong from Van der Swan for Tonkin to get on the end of that. So Vic Park can breathe a sigh of relief. That was good build-up from Raiders, probably their best so far. Thomas to Frusher. Frusher again, what a beautiful pinpoint pass that was. And into the circle it goes, and there's a great shot at goal, but unfortunately Medlin was just running away from it, and she put it the wrong side of the post. Wells not called into action at all. Taya Medlin taking up a good position. Formerly with Fremantle and a product of Narrogin Senior High School before she moved to Santa Maria College. Claxton now. Good pass again, picking out Medlin. Now a chance for Raiders as Tyler Hurst looks to get forward, but over the side it goes off Haslerham. And the Raiders bench were asking Hurst to really go for it. Comes to her now. First times it towards the circle, but Claxton was there to clean up. Now Wilson bursting forward, and the free hit going the way of Vic Park. That was for an offence before it was played, and now coming through, Wells has had to come off her line, clears it, but controlled brilliantly by Barden. Barden plays it into the circle again. Wells has come off her line. She's going to have to reach. It's gone wide. Another good effort that time from Fenwick. So Maddie Fenwick was forced wide onto the reverse stick by Wells coming off her line. And then just didn't have her bearings. Probably needed somebody alongside her just to give her a shout. I think she had a bit more space to work with than she probably realised, but that's easier to say from up here. Into the final 10 minutes now of this first half. Vic Park still leading on the All Flags Premier League scoreboard by 1-0. Jamie Thomas now carrying it towards the 23-metre line. Took a deflection off the stick of Brookhurst. Breaks for Roberts. Roberts throws it to the air. Nobody really in that space, and over the side it goes. So good pressure from Raiders. Anna Roberts from the side, deflected over the side again. Shania Tonkin calling for the ball. South passes, looks to take on Thomas, but Thomas got a stick there. Big smile on her face. Pretty happy, I think, with that tackle. Read it well. Roberts again. Goes back this time to Clifford. Claxton played it forward first time. Collins just drops the ball back to Wilson. Claxton dropping into the midfield. Now it's Frusher again. Rachel Frusher, who was rewarded with her form last season and was asked to play in the Osdrill Challenge with the Hockey Roos when it was an inter-camp series. Was, of course, part of the development squad a while back. And Tonkin feeling that she should have had a free hit there, but her shin pads come out, it goes back in. And that one will be a 16. Colin Brandis walking down the sideline. Over the side it goes. Holtzberger plays it down the line. It'll go out now, right by the corner. It'll be a 16 to Vic Park. We're halfway through this second quarter. And Ash Wells has been called into action far more than her opposite number, Tess Rowling. It's a good pass again to pick out Ellie Nulder. Nulder helps it out onto the flank. Somerville now bursting forward, looks to go back into Nulder. Nulder, short little push into the circle and a shot on the turn, but unfortunately for Vic Park, it's gone well wide from Emma Reid. Again, good build-up though by Victoria Park, passing the ball and moving into space and stretching Raiders. Then pushed up again, and you just feel Raiders now need to press. If they're going to play these balls forward and out of play, they need to press and get the ball back. Breaks for Renee Rockcliffe. She feeds it to Wilson. Wilson has to adjust her footwork just to get the ball under control. Rockcliffe again. Renee Rockcliffe trying to pull away from Jackie Day. Dempsey Campbell, rather. So the ball will come back if we can have a ball on the pitch. Claxton waits, centre field on the 23-metre line, just outside, so can play it directly into the circle if she should choose to. She doesn't. Goes back to Frusher. Frusher closed down by Van der Swan. Carried forward. And was that a foot edge of the circle? No, it wasn't, according to the umpire. Good work again for Haslerham. Haslerham, though, well, she ran into Jordan Holtzberger. Didn't get any decisions there. Now it comes wide again to Emma Reid. Reid helps it forward. Trying to cut in from the right is Amberley Abbott. Lost possession. Holtzberger again. And Holtzberger gets the free hit. Looks to play on quickly. She's self-passed, and Wilson will intercept that, but good work coming back by Robin Walsh. Walsh was trying to feed Van der Swan, but too many Vic Park players in between her and her teammate. Just over 5 minutes left in this half. Can Raiders find an equaliser before the half-time break? At the moment, they seem to be doing more defending than attacking. And a mistrap there at the back may give them the opportunity. Haslerham just lost it. Playing on quickly now is Grace Stewart. She just miscontrolled, and Wilson brings the ball out for Vic Park. And the tackling back, penalised for that, was Grace Stewart, I believe. Well, Frusher tried to go to the air and just played it straight to Robin Walsh. Walsh, though, having a battle to hold on to possession. Now it's Stewart. Stewart swung one way. Through the gap she goes. Great play by Grace Stewart. Into the circle now. Can she create something for Raiders? Goes along the baseline. Out comes the keeper. Good work from Tess Rowling. Tess Rowling, who comes from Kalgoorlie. She played for the Mines Club in Kalgoorlie. So Raiders, this is a good spell for them if they can keep the pressure on. It deflects into the circle. Frusher, calm as you like. Managed to bring it down and play it out of the circle, and also find Taya Medlin with her pass. And that's why she won the Rick Charlesworth medal in 2019. Spilt away for a second, brought under control, played into the foot, free hit to Vic Park just outside the D. Quick pass back from Wilson, and then a mistrap there from Somerville. It goes over the side. Van der Swan looks to play on with things quickly for Raiders. Missed in the middle of the park by Jackie Day, but still with Raiders. Van der Swan goes square onto the right-hand side, this time to Sienna Berry. Good pass from her down the line. It went to Robin Walsh into the circle. Good defence again, this time from Laura Barden. And Wilson cleans up on the side and plays it forward, but it was just too far ahead of Medlin. So just those final passes inside the circle at the moment, letting Raiders down when they get there. And they have to work very hard to get into the circle. Wilson again. Nalder helps it forward to Thomas. Thomas carries it into the circle, pass to the baseline, but it was not trapped. And unfortunately for Vic Park, just harmlessly ran underneath the stickle of Laura Barden. And letting that one run with a big smile on her face is Hasselham. It's always good to see players play with a smile on their face. After all, it is meant to be enjoyable. Strong challenge through the back coming from Annie Gibbs, and played on quickly. Hasselham. It's going to be a free hit for her. Two Raiders players catching her in a pincer movement. Hasselham, south passes. Looks for Fenwick down the line. Fenwick pulls the ball back. Then forced spins, tries to get it into the circle, but it was stopped by Dempsey Campbell. And still going to be Vic Park ball as we're about to enter the final minute of the first half. Barden. Across the face of goal. Good defence again. And it needed to be, because just a little bit exposed at the back when the ball came across. Roberts it was who's on the ball now, who came across, but she's given possession away to Frusher. Frusher to Wilson. Wilson, oh, stopped. That was a very good tackle by Annie Gibbs that time. Plays the ball into space now for Shania Tonkin. Tonkin's got a little bit of space in which to accelerate. Just has in front of her Ellie Nalder, plays it down the line, looking for the run of Robin Walsh. Took a deflection, so it's a long corner. Tonkin now on the 23-metre line. Needs to get on with things quickly. Just 15 seconds left in the half. Plays it forward, cut out well that time by Jamie Thomas. Caught the foot, and umpire just wanting the players to retire. The players not too bothered. They're already making their way over to the sideline for the half-time break. So no goals in the second quarter. Still the difference between the two teams, just the penalty corner converted by the captain of Victoria Park, Rachel Frusher. So as we go into half-time on the All Flags Premier League scoreboard, it is Victoria Park 1, North Coast Raiders 0. Welcome back to the Perth Hockey Stadium. It is round 4 of the All Flags Women's Premier League, and Victoria Park are leading North Coast Raiders by 1-0 at the halftime break. Players will be coming out shortly, but once again we'd just like to acknowledge the sponsors that make the live stream possible. And there's Healthware, proud sponsor of Hockey WA. Be your best on and off the field. Choose healthy options for fuel to go and play. Also, All Flags and Banners, naming rights partner for the All Flags Men's and Women's Premier League. It's a family-owned business with over 30 years of innovative signage solutions. For more information, you can visit allflags.com.au. And of course, if you want to keep up to date with all the news and views on the All Flags Premier League, head to Hockey WA's website, hockeywa.org.au. Well, this is an important game for North Coast Raiders, and you'd expect them to really want to come back in this second half. Trailing by 1-0. They're still alive in this match. And I mentioned at the beginning of the first half how many internationally capped players we have. I mentioned as well that we had Rachel Frusher, who won the Rick Charlesworth Medal for the best player in the league. Well, can you believe we've got on the pitch tonight 5 of the winners in the last 7 years of the fairest and best in Western Australia. The only player missing is Madonna Blythe, who won back-to-back titles, as did Jackie Day, who's playing for North Coast Raiders, and then Jane Claxton won it 2020, Rachel Frusher in 2019, and Georgia Wilson before that. So pretty special array of talent on the pitch tonight. And let's hope we get a scintillating second half as Raiders get it underway. Comes to Roberts. Lost there for a second in the midfield, but won back brilliantly by Holtzberger. Cutting infield, Wilson and Frusher combining and managing to feed the ball out to Laura Barden. Barden, almost an outstanding pass to pick out Emma Reid running through the middle. So Raiders find Roberts, but just need to find a spark from somewhere. Here comes Holtzberger again. And it's a good ball into the circle. Somerville was there. Holtzberger tries to go low down and stop the ball coming out, but back of the stick. Jordan Holtzberger was an interesting player in that she came across to Perth when she was just 18 years of age to join the high performance program, and really struggled initially and found it very difficult. And of course there's been a lot of discussion about that side of things, but is now here permanently and playing some good hockey as well. Wilson. Medlin keeps possession well, looks to play it into the circle. Well, given away, and that was rather cheaply at the top of the circle. Medlin again. Wells will save. Just a slight slip up at the back by Zoe Clifford. She'll be very relieved. Giving away possession right on the edge of the circle. Comes to Clifford now. Clifford closed down by Emma Reid. Reid the taller of the two, but the decision going the smaller, in favour of the smaller player. Tonkin now driving through the middle, got past two, still going Shania Tonkin. Great pass through, it'll come to Van der Swan. Van der Swan top of the circle, back to goal, turns, but defence is good that time from Jamie Thomas. Tonkin again, trying to keep the attack alive. It goes off the stick of Barden, will be Raiders' ball. Tonkin self-passes, looking for a run along the baseline. Blocked well, though, by Barden. Gets possession back, cuts infield, has dispossessed. It was a really strong challenge, and it will be a free hit for Raiders. Annie Gibbs winning the free hit for Raiders. Now it's Holtzberger. Keeps it in play. Tries to just dink it into the turf and over the stick, gets a free hit for her efforts right on the edge of the circle. Must go 5 metres. In towards goal it goes, breaks nicely and ricochets to the back post. It's gone in, but the whistle had already gone. Well, Robin Walsh feeling a little hard done by, no doubt, but the whistle had just gone as she was getting a shot away. So no complaints from Raiders, good to see as the game continues. Somerville now bursting forward. Good block just out wide. That was Zoe Clifford again. It's going to break for Tonkin. Tonkin faced with Wilson, looks to give it away to Van der Swan. It's well read again that time by Hasselham. Wilson did really well to just cut infield and avoid the challenges. Pass forward this time comes to Tyler Hurst. Hurst lost it. Hasselham. Somerville now. Claxton. Claxton on the angle and coming back once more is Zoe Clifford. A really important touch from her. But it is again Raiders doing the defending as the first 5 minutes of this third quarter approaching an end. Wilson over the ball for the long corner. Self passes, heads towards the sideline, then plays the ball. She was looking for Claxton, but in the end she's found Amberley Abbott. Abbott was spinning, got the ball slightly towards goal, but Clifford intercepted. Claxton again steals it back for Vic Park on the 23-metre line. Gives it to Wilson. Wilson plays it out wide now to Barden. Barden will look to attack the circle. Goes towards the baseline. Will try and spin or play it towards goal. Did it go out of play? There are appeals from Raiders that it did, and the umpire agrees. So Anna Roberts there, just winning another free hit for Raiders. And that was to nobody in particular. From Dempsey Campbell. Just means that the pressure mounts again now as Elisa Robinson comes forward for Vic Park. Elisa Robinson, another one from Kalgoorlie. Had a spell with Surbiton in 2017-18 in England. Barden just thwarted momentarily, but then keeps the ball under control and got past three, took a tumble. It's won a free hit, and I think that's a fair decision, to be honest. And now just telling the players to retire. Claxton, that's a very good pass across the face of goal. It's going to be, saved on the line. Barden denied. And a penalty corner awarded to Victoria Park. Oh, great defence in the end from Raiders. Real desperation. And that's what you need when you're trailing 1-0. You need to stay in the game. And they've done just that. But now Vic Park have their fourth penalty corner. Scored from their last one. And their confidence will be a little bit higher, one would think, having opened the scoring from a penalty corner. Carrie Somerville and Rachel Frusher both waiting. Claxton doing the stopping. And they're both standing next to each other. You just wonder whether they might just slip the ball. Somerville moves away, comes to Frusher, goes to Somerville, saved by Wells. It's just in front of the keeper, trying to desperately to get it away, but it's flicked in. And that is an easy goal in the end for Laura Barden. Makes no mistake as it was flicked just softly towards her, and Barden makes it 2-0, although the umpires are just about to confer. And what it may be is because it was a hit-on goal, and if Barden's shot did not hit the backboard, it may be that her effort was too high. Nah, the goal is going to stand. I think it was Ash Wells was saying that there was another incident not spotted. So now Victoria Park 2-0 to the good. And Raiders with a little bit more work to do. And just the question is, where's the goal going to come from if they're going to find one? Grace Stewart's been their leading goal scorer with 4 goals so far this season. 3 of those from penalty corners, but Raiders haven't won a penalty corner so far tonight. And that's a credit to the Vic Park defence, who've been really good. Kept their feet out of the way. Medlin pushing it through the middle, and it was just too far ahead of Harriet Collins. Harriet Collins, who won the Rick Charlesworth Classic with the Breakers. She was rewarded with the chance to play in the Osdrill Challenge as well, and is also in the provisional Thunderstick squad for the Hockey 1 season, which comes at the end of the All Flags Premier League season. Collins was a little bit unlucky to pick up an injury at the end of last season, and that almost surely robbed her of winning the top goal scoring award. Nice intercept initially, coming that time from Maddie Daly. Brookhurst tried to cut it infield, but gave it straight to Claxton, and now Vic Park come on the attack again. Is Renee Rockcliffe wide. And that's played into the turf and lifted dangerously. So it will be a free hit to Raiders. Tess Rolling in goal for Vic Park Panthers has not really had too much to do at the moment. Haslerham trying to get the better that time of Gibbs and gets the free hit. Wilson self passes, carries it forward, but just lost it then. So it'll be Raiders from the start, and stepping forward that time was Emma Reid, and it's paid dividends because the ball is lost. Barden now slips it to Somerville. Into the circle come Vic Park, laid back, trying to clear the danger was Jackie Day and Dempsey Campbell. But it's all Vic Park at the moment, the pressure. As soon as Raiders come out, they give possession away, and Vic Park again go on the attack. Zoe Clifford, strong on the ball, trying to dribble it out. No real options for her to give it away to, and now coming forward again is Medlin. Medlin gives it away, top of the circle. Stolen away again by Raiders. Good defence once more. But great defence coming back from Carrie Somerville. Somerville just taking it back off Annie Gibbs. And now it's Reid. Reid feeds it, top of the circle. Back post was Medlin. And that was so close to a third for Victoria Park. Five minutes left in the third quarter. Ball thrown straight up in the air pretty much. Eventually it is Robinson who brings it under control for Vic Park. Turnover again by them this time. Tonkin trying to be strong in the challenge, but couldn't come up with the ball. Frusher. And it was intercepted momentarily for Gibbs, but the ricochet goes Vic Park's way. Barden. And that one's gone way up in the air off the stick of Dempsey Campbell. Clifford again. Two players trying to close in on her. Clifford trying to keep control for Raiders. Someone needs to go and give her a little bit of support. And in the end, the decision goes against Emma Reid, who was a little bit shocked, judging by her reaction. And again, just given away from the free hit, and the pressure mounts again as Vic Park come on the attack. It'll be Vic Park ball from the side. Georgia Wilson has just got to wait while the ball girl retrieves the ball. Barden again involved. Rockcliffe just outside the circle. In the circle it goes at the penalty spot, Ash Wells, and it's a penalty corner. It's come off the foot. Raiders look a little bit miffed, but in fact it has been turned around and it was off the foot of the attacker. So the expressions on their faces were justified. It's a good touch and a turn from Robin Walsh, but Haslerham should have it under control for Vic Park. Walsh almost kept that one in play, but it'll be Haslerham's ball from the side. Plenty of encouragement from Shane Tonkin and Colin Brandis down below. Claxton now. Claxton just pulling away from Jackie Day. Passes it out wide. Deflected over the baseline again. Emma Reid getting plenty of touches on the right-hand side. Barden. Wilson. Cross it comes. That's an important touch in the centre of the circle from Dempsey Campbell. Ash Wells watches it all the way and paddles it across the baseline. Haslerham now over the ball for Vic Park. You just feel a goal is not far away. Played into the shins. So Haslerham will get a second attempt. Claxton now. Raiders have got it out of the circle. Trying to find Van der Swan, but stolen back again by Victoria Park. Somerville. Wilson now. Wilson surrounded by 3 players. Goes back to Haslerham. No panic as the ball now goes wide to Jamie Thomas. Frusher plays it into the circle. Ricocheted up awkwardly for Raiders, but they got it under control. Van der Swan, heavy touch from her though. Takes it towards the sideline and Carrie Somerville lets it run out of play. Somerville now plays it back across the pitch to Rachel Frusher. Barden has space, slips as she goes in the circle, unfortunately for Victoria Park. Zoe Clifford pounces, takes the ball back, and it will be a free hit to Raiders. And played into a risky area. Holzberger, though, has done very well. Has Hurst alongside her. Looks to play it forward for Shania Tonkin, but good running coming from Jamie Thomas, who was going with Tonkin. Brooke Hurst, good touch from her. Holzberger again. But now it's Wilson for Vic Park as they've won the ball back once more. Jackie Day chases again. Comes wide now to Amberley Abbott. Abbott looking to take on Clifford. Amberley Abbott finds the foot. Free hit Vic Park. Abbott plays on quickly. Gets it into the circle. Wells off a line. Kicks it across the baseline. Long corner with half a minute left in the third quarter. Will Vic Park get a goal before the final break? Haslerham now. Patient build-up. Goes to Somerville. Somerville turns. She's going into the circle. Beats one. Tries to beat a second. She does. Wells off a line. Brilliant save. Cross the face of goal. Appeals for a penalty corner. But it was Barden who had impeded the ball. And that will be, you think, the end of the third quarter. Indeed it is. Well, it was a really aggressive start to the third quarter by Victoria Park, and it was rewarded when they won a penalty corner, and Laura Barden got a second goal for Victoria Park, which means going into the final break, it's Victoria Park 2, North Coast Raiders 0 on the All Flags Premier League scoreboard. Welcome back to the Perth Hockey Stadium. The final words from the coaches in the final break before the final quarter gets underway. It is Victoria Park 2, North Coast Raiders 0 at the moment with 15 minutes to go. And for those of you who think it's all over, I'll just let you know that North Coast Raiders have scored 3 goals in every game they've played so far this season. Now, it's going to be a big ask because they've had hardly a shot at goal tonight. but they have scored 3 in every game they've played, so keep that in the back of your mind if they manage to get one early in this final quarter. But Tess Rowling in goal for Vic Park has had very little to do at the moment. But it will be Raiders to get us underway. Van der Swan goes back to Holzberger. Jackie Day dispossessed by Taya Medlin. Medlin driving towards goal. It's going to break for Claxton. Claxton feeds it out wide across the face of goal. Medlin was coming in, but just couldn't get the touch. And that's pretty much how it's been most of this evening. Vic Park have been on the attack, and Raiders have been under immense pressure and have just tended to give the ball away, push it out over the side around halfway, and Vic Park have possession back and they build again. Haslerham goes back to Rachel Frusher. Wilson. And just too many players for Wilson to get through there. Whistle coming later than a few people were expecting, I think. Jamie Thomas. Somerville now. And there's just a line of yellow shirts along the baseline there, trying to make sure they prevented that getting into the circle. They did momentarily, but it's still with Vic Park. Frusher goes wide again to Somerville. Jamie Thomas. Frusher again. Wilson had to stretch for that one. Holzberger will collect for North Coast Raiders, but gives it straight back to Jamie Thomas. And the pressure mounts once more. Thomas pulling away. Tries to play it forward. Tonkin steals it. But it's real determination from Medlin, but Tonkin as well, equally determined, has won it back for Raiders, and then coming forward plays it off the foot of Kyrie Somerville. So is this the moment where Raiders get their chance and come back into this game? Clifford and Claxton penalise it, just caught her shin pad. Zoe Clifford over the ball. Holzberger making a run forward. It'll come to her now. Goes back to Dempsey Campbell rather. Wilson. Emma Reid. That was not a bad ball into the circle. It was good defending though in the end, and played over the side by Zoe Clifford. Saw the danger, stepped in front of the Vic Park player. Another long corner for Victoria Park, directly opposite where it crossed the baseline. Wilson. Jamie Thomas feeds it to Kari Somerville. Somerville just a little touch and then takes a pass to player. Into the D it goes, and coming in at the back post was Emma Reid. Wasn't too far away. Tonkin. Now it was a difficult ball to bring under control and then try and mount an attack. Robinson goes back to Frusher. So Vic Park, almost like a cat toying with a mouse at the moment. Letting them think that Raiders have got the ball and then just pinching it back off them. Coming across, really defensive, was Anna Roberts, determined to get there first to make sure that the pass did not find the Vic Park player on the baseline. Claxton. That's a good steal by Holzberger, who then runs into Emma Reid and gets the free hit. And played into the gap, but collected well by Renee Rockcliffe. Feeds it to Wilson. Wilson into the circle now. Really determined defence again by Anna Roberts, and she just pushes it over the side. In fact, it went over, did it go over the baseline? Yes, it did, long corner. Barden. Rockcliffe lets it run. Raiders have possession back, but cut out again by Somerville, the pass that was intended for Annie Gibbs. Claxton now, reverse stick shot is blocked initially, and the player's down injured with that. I think Claxton caught it, and we're going to have to stop. That looked like it was a blow to the jaw, I think. Our two players came in, and good to see getting up, and not too bad. I think it might be Sienna Berry. Is it who got the blow? No, it's not. My apologies. It's Robin Walsh. Good to see she's getting on with things. Robin Walsh, who played at the Floorball World Championships a few years back. So has represented Australia in floorball. Zoe Clifford tries to squeeze it down the line and then comes off for a breather, replaced by Sienna Berry. Barden, oh, nice touch. Fenwick, and it's out to Medlin again. Fenwick with, well, scuffed shot. It's broken nicely for Vic Park. Wells had made a save initially. Penalty corner given. And Medlin was there. Again, you felt she's in the positions to get the goals for Victoria Park, but she hasn't managed to get any tonight. So this is the 5th penalty corner of the evening for Victoria Park. And both of their goals, after having come into this game with no goals from penalty corners, have come from penalty corners tonight. So Frusher and Somerville again at the top of the circle. Somerville moves away. It's played to Somerville again. Deflection is a really good one. I think that's Maddie Fenwick who got the touch in the end, but a really well-worked penalty corner. Somerville putting it in pinpoint. It might be actually Collins. It is, in fact, Harriet Collins. My apologies again. Just struggling to recognise some of these players. But Harriet Collins, 3-0. And that is Collins' 3rd goal of the season. And you feel that that was taking the game away from North Coast Raiders. So 3 goals from penalty corners. Raiders just really struggling at the moment to mount a meaningful attack. They're trying to do that now. Defence again solid at the back for Vic Park. Given away though momentarily, and they've won their first penalty corner. So Robinson, a slight mistake at the back, and North Coast Raiders have their first penalty corner of the game. Grace Stewart is on the pitch. She's their leading goal scorer and has scored 3 penalty corners so far this season. I said she was out there, but then maybe I've not. No, she's not out there. So it's Holtzberger, and Holtzberger has Jackie Day stopping for her. It's a good trap, Holtzberger, and it's a good deflection at the back post. They pulled a goal back, and that was a really well-worked penalty corner as well. So Raiders may have thought that they were down and out, but the goal coming in the end to Robin Walsh, and so she will feel a lot better after that blow to the face. And so on the All Flags Premier League scoreboard, it is now Victoria Park 3, North Coast Raiders 1. And we have just under 8 minutes left in the match. So great response from Raiders, and you just wonder whether they can find another one from somewhere and give us a real grandstand finish. Campbell coming across. Campbell created some space, played it down the line, but Somerville gets there first. Somerville now with acres of space to run into. Plays it into the circle. It catches the foot of Sienna Berry, and it's another penalty corner for Vic Park. Well, it's almost like exchange of penalty corners at the moment. Rachel Frusher comes running across, has a chat with Phil Hulbert, who has a bit of a joke and a big smile on his face as he made his way back to the dugout. So again, we see Somerville and Frusher at the top of the deep. Georgia Wilson doing the stopping. Goes to Somerville again, looking for the deflection again, and it's a second goal. And Collins again. Well, there you go. Just say do the same again. It worked perfectly last time, and it's worked perfectly a second time. And it is now on the All Flags Premier League scoreboard. Victoria Park 4, North Coast Raiders 1. Harriet Collins with another good finish. That takes her now to 4 goals for the season, and this is just the 4th game of the season. Certainly moves her amongst the top goal scorers in the competition. Grace Stewart was on 4 coming into today, and that was equal top. Wilson, just one hand on the stick, puts the second back on now, plays it into the shins that time of Sienna Berry. And Vic Park just now, suddenly you feel there is a confidence, almost a swagger, as Barden bursts forward. Barden again. Oh, good pass. Drilled across and arriving but not quite able to get there in time. At the back post. It was a good run again from Ellie Nalder. So now high press coming from Victoria Park. They don't want North Coast Raiders to get out of their own half, and played down the line. It went off the stick though of Somerville, so they've got up to halfway. 5.5 minutes left in the match. Plenty of time still for Raiders to get a couple more goals. Also Vic Park. So this game has been a bit of a slow burner, but the tempo picking up. Lovely work by Wilson again, just spinning away. Plays the ball square now to Barden. Barden, angled pass is a good one, managing to pick out Renee Rockcliffe. Rockcliffe trying to pick the pass into the circle. It would have been a really great pass for Emma Reid, who deserves a goal the way she's worked tonight. Barden battling, Reid comes back. Free hit, though, has already been conceded by Laura Barden. Again, possession just given away. There's no way out of defence at the moment for North Coast Raiders. Wilson, oh, missed it with her stick. Play on is the call. Shania Tonkin, little bit of space. Tonkin running towards the defensive line of Frusher. Now it's Van der Zwan. Plays it towards the circle. Coming across is Thomas. Thomas takes it into the corner. Thomas gets the pass back, and it's deflected now out of play off Van der Zwan's stick. So good interplay between Alicia Robinson and Jamie Thomas. Still haven't got the ball out of defence yet, but it's played up the line. Campbell got there first, and it's kept alive for Raiders. Off the foot it goes. Should be a free hit coming back. That was good play coming from Maddie Daly. Into the circle it goes. It's just sitting there. The goalkeeper comes out rolling. Still inside the circle. Barden now clears it eventually for Victoria Park. An intelligent play again by Jamie Thomas. It was Reid, actually. Yes, she looked up just to see what was available. Played forward. Medlin just couldn't get a stick on the end of that one. I'll tell you, Medlin has certainly shown a willingness to run. Hails from Lake Grace in Western Australia. Shania Tonkin tries to get the better of Barden. Barden takes a tumble, but Tonkin still has the ball. Barden again comes back for more and is penalised this time. Jackie Day looks to get on with things quickly. Took the free hit nowhere near where the offence occurred, but the umpires are happy. And that's all that matters. Thomas trying to play it out wide. And that was aimed for the run of Sienna Berry, but just too much pace on it for her to be able to get a stick on the end of it. Frusher now, as we've got just under 2.5 minutes left in this match. And you feel there's no way back now for North Coast Raiders. And Vic Park will be really pleased that they've managed to get this victory today, just to get their season back on track. Just had one loss in round 2 where they lost to UWA. And they've won the other 2 games, but it's just important to keep those wins going. Berry now bursting forward. Van der Swan trying to make a run through the middle. Wilson got a stick on it. And this time they'll just let that one run harmlessly over the baseline and accept the 16. Frusher throws it for Somerville. Somerville, a little touch, managed to take a pass. Clifford. Now it's Claxton. Claxton manages to find Fennick, and it's played into the turf and over the crossbar. And in fact, no, it came off a Raiders stick, so will be a long corner. So good defence that time from Raiders. Comes wide to Somerville again. Frusher always available. Thomas, a little mistrap. That's probably about the only mistake she's made today. Manages to find Barden, who's been so lively. Haslerham plays it in. It comes off the post. Rebounds for Holzberger. Given away again, edge of the circle. Claxton plays it towards goal. Defenders trying to get it away as Clifford, and eventually fired home. And it is Taya Medlin who finally gets the goal. She's been threatening all night and eventually makes it 5-1 on the All Flags Premier League scoreboard for Victoria Park. And Taya Medlin getting her 3rd goal of the season. And Vic Park, well, that's their first field goal of the night, but one has to say Raiders just did not help out their goalkeeper by clearing the danger. The ball was in front of Ash Wells, and the defence has to be the first there. Here they come again. Somerville and Claxton combining. The Hockey Roos really stepping up now. Claxton plays it towards goal again. As the hooter goes, they so nearly managed to get another goal. But in the end, Ash Wells was coming off her line and prevented Harriet Collins getting a hat-trick. But it's been an emphatic victory for Victoria Park, who really took their time to get going. Went into half-time with a 1-0 lead, courtesy of a penalty corner from Rachel Frusher. But then goals from Barden, 2 from Harriet Collins, and 1 from Taya Medlin were the answered by Robin Walsh's penalty corner in reply from North Coast Raiders. Means the final score on the All Flags Premier League scoreboard is Victoria Park 5, North Coast Raiders 1.